So we're going to start on the begin screen. This is where you search for your patient to begin your note. There are really two ways to begin a note. Search by patient Z code, which brings up the keypad. You tap in the number, followed by search, and the patient comes up, Wester Tester. If you prefer to search by the patient's name, you would tap in the name field, tap in a few letters on the keyboard, followed by search, and a name list, an abbreviated list will come up. Then simply double tap on the patient's name, and the buttons come to life, and you're ready to move forward with your note. We also have a To Be Finished button. This will show you a list of patients whose notes you've chosen to not complete and finally come back and finish later. Once again, double tap on the name, and I can go into my note. PDQ is a fully compliant note system. As you can see, it's organized into SOAP and has all the important features of a daily note, as well as a lot more. For example, in subjective, we have opening statement, complaints, typical items like exacerbations and reliefs, of course, patient statements, and for some of your initial notes, onset and activities of daily living. In objective, we cover subluxation, compensatory findings, as well as a number of elements for an examination, including orthopedic tests, posture analysis, neuromuscular, and range of motion. In the assessment section, of course, we have diagnosis, including a full database of ICD-10 codes, and we also do your typical assessment of condition, PART for Medicare, and other items such as prognosis, medical necessity, and referring out. Finally, in the plan section, we have a section for treatment, of course, CPT codes and your treatments, such as adjustments and modalities, as well as treatment plan and goals, work and education-related statements, and your visits. The complaints screen is organized into 4 complaints, and when you tap on buttons, you're simply selecting your complaints. You can then follow your complaints with anatomy, such as neck and low back, along with severity, frequency, and up to 3 analog pain scales. For any additional embellishing of your note, we have a type it button at the bottom, which happens to appear on every screen in PDQ. A text box opens up, and from here you can type or use voice dictation of your device to add additional sentences and information to the note. PDQ includes very important features. For example, when you're looking at a patient record, in this case we're in Tommy Action's record, you can tap on View Past Notes, and there's a direct link to the QNotes Office EMR. You can look at the patient's previous note, the note prior to their last note, as well as their very first initial note. Thus, you can review the entire document for a patient. When creating a note in PDQ, we have a very wonderful feature called Update Note that allows you to build a patient profile. So when you see a patient, you can actually do a partial or full update note, bringing past patient information into the new note that you are now about to create. This can be done as an entire note, for example, for a re-exam with Update Note Full, or selectively, where you might only update certain sections at a time. It's a huge shortcut. Taking that one step further, we have a great feature called Express Note. That's the bottom 3 right here on the begin screen. We've created a couple of them as examples, Quick Note and Medicare Note. This third one here is still blank. Not only is Update Note a part of Express Note, but we've created a feature where you can now combine screens into your 3 favorite types of notes, still including the update feature, so that a simple follow-up note might take only 10 or 15 seconds. When your note is complete, simply tap on the Finish button at the top right, and now you are on the final screen of the program. At this point, if necessary, you can tap on the Date Override button and change the date of your note. If you're outside the office, you can tap on the Finish Later button, and then when you return to the office the following morning, you can batch accept all your notes and they will fully transcribe. Otherwise, while in the office, simply tap on Accept, and your note is fully done, download it to the computer, and fully transcribed in the QNotes Office EMR.